Hey Cancer, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a tarot message that you need to hear. Whenever you see this, that's when you're meant to find it. That being said, of course, be discerning. Only take what empowers you and what resonates. If you'd like for me to pray for you, that offer always stands. And if you'd like other Cancers and cross-watchers at this channel to pray for you, it lifts us up to lift you up and vice versa. Say hi in the comment section or leave an emoji, whatever you're comfortable with. As we get the cards out, these have all been pre-shuffled. They all start right side up. If they flip upside down or on their side instead of right side up, I read them that way as well. They all have separate meanings. And for my Cancer who feel alone at this time of year, I have a little message. I just want you to know you are loved. You are loved. Good things are coming towards you. And I want to remind you about ritual. You know, you can create your own and allow yourself to feel all the feels. And if you got to dip down and feel some of that negative stuff, do it. You know, process it. But set a timer for that shit. You know what I mean? Because you can create a ritual about what you want going into the new year. You can create a ritual around love. You can create a ritual around community or life purpose. And this is just a reminder in case you needed to hear it. It doesn't have to look like anybody else's ritual. It doesn't have to look like tradition. Somebody had to make that shit up, you know? So make your own. All right, getting into your reading, we start with some interesting energy. We've got an Ace of Pentacles out here. We've got the Sun out here, which is really beautiful. We've got the Lovers card out here. We start with the Five of Swords, and we're gonna get clarity on all of these. But the Five of Swords talks about feeling very much in your convictions about something. It feels like being right about something. There's a sense of sometimes conflict attached to that. And we have Ace of Cups. So I'm talking to a lot of Cancers that feel a certain way about love, but yet there's love coming in. What is this Ace of Cups for my Cancers? There's love and there's healing. Six of Swords. Love and healing attached to this. But it's catching you possibly at a defensive time. Why are we defensive? Why is this Five of Swords here? It's because I think that you're closing up on something exhausting. You're coming up on the end of something. Maybe there was obligation or a sense of duty attached to this, but you're not feeling fluffy. You're not like, you're not feeling all super warm and fluffy, but yet this has got a very softening effect. I think that you're closing up on this chapter and starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel with Ace of Cups, a love gesture coming towards you and healing. That's beautiful. Because then we drastically swing. Pisces had a reading that was similar to this in the sense that there was major contrast going from kind of something tough to something, pivoting to something really beautiful. Here we have a drastic swing to the Sun. The Sun is really happy energy. It's the happiest card in the deck. Where are we getting the Sun for my Cancers? We have the King of Wands here, which could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. This came out on its side, and so it's talking about, to me, I read that as you're starting to see a new future with somebody potentially, or new plans. Maybe you are the King of Wands, and the King of Wands in this case is somebody who's getting a peekaboo through the clouds at just how beautiful that weather pattern can be, right? At how beautiful and bright that sun can be. And it's specifically around your relationships and alignment, friendship, support, community, and family, and the long game, the big picture. So you're getting a vision at this time of how happy you can be. And that might come along with plans. There's a Two of Wands energy to this. However, we haven't gotten a Two of Wands in your reading yet. But the King of Wands talks about vision, is a visionary, you know, and the King of Wands is an experimenter and a what-ifer and a doer and a go-getter. And so I think I'm talking to a lot of Cancers who have almost been in a recovery period. And you might be still in your little crab shell, which is good for you. I'm Cancer moon. Yeah, crab shell. Yeah, hermit shell. Yeah, if you're a little hermit crab in your shell, that's fine. And you might be like getting some rays of sunshine make their way in, and you're like, maybe it'll be time to come out soon. Because we have Ace of Pentacles next. Name that tune. What movie is that from? Ace of Pentacles is a gift. It's a gesture. It's a gesture of value. So it could be in the material plane. It could be literally like a physical gift or money. But we have somebody coming towards you who really wants to have a conversation, who wants to get something off their chest with the Knight of Swords. And so how do these two energies correlate with one another? Please tell me. The Fool card. They want either a fresh start and you already are familiar with them, or this could even be, this could be a job, like somebody who can't wait to get started on the new year with you with an offer or a promotion. Ace of Pentacles, we connected a lot with the physical plane and with money, but it can be like a gesture. Somebody doing a favor, for instance. You know the 5 love languages, how there's gifts and there's favors, or acts of service. That's how they say it, I think, traditionally. It could be that as well. Tell me more about this. But either way, it's meant to start something fresh. It's meant to do that. What's this? Sorry for my creaky chair. It's just so loud. Right? We have another energy here, and it could be yours, but I want to just say, Cancer, if you've been dealing with an energy that has been kind of wishy-washy or flaky, maybe a little immature, maybe a little emotional, or kind of like they're MIA, that would represent the Knight of Cups in reverse. And know that they are dealing with some anxiety here. They might be even losing a little sleep over something. It feels like it's a lot more about their own scenario than anything to do with you. And just know that they're getting victory over it, okay? So Cancers, I know that we have a tendency as water signs to worry about others, especially around this time of year. Know that this person is working it out. They're working it out. They're getting total victory in this area. And okay, I just needed to say that for some Cancers. The Tower card and the 4 of Cups flew out, and I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take it. So this is an event that could affect home, possibly. There might be aspects of this event, no matter how big or small, that were outside of your control, and it affects somebody's community or their home, their sense of stability. And the thing that you need to know here, Cancer, and I think the reason it popped out, is that when we get the Tower card in a reading, it's the universe giving you a little wink, like, I gotcha. You needed to kind of be realigned. Your energy, somebody's energy needed to be realigned here, going down the right path. It's like one was steering off their path. And so that's when the universe kind of steps in and kind of throws a wrench into the works, and you can only control how you react to it. But in the end, it was meant to set you into alignment. Opening a new deck of cards. What is this Lover's card for my Cancer? The Moon. What do we need to know about this? What's Ace of Swords? Okay, so regarding one particular relationship, you're getting clarity that before almost felt like it was veiled, like it wasn't revealed to you. For a lot of my intuitive Cancers, you could have felt this before you were just like waiting for that shoe to drop, or you're waiting for that person to come forward and finally talk to you. And it could be this Knight of Cups who's been going through something, but they want maybe a fresh start. They want to have a conversation about it. This is a reveal, basically. The Ace of Swords. It's an aha moment within an important relationship. What's this 8 of Swords on its side? Now you can leave something behind, specifically something you were thinking. So this is a modality of maybe a self-limiting thought of some sort. I think this comes with an energy of leaving something behind. And it feels like it was an ideal, because this, the ideal that you had around maybe a home, or maybe it was an ideal around 4 of Wands upside down. It was a shaky foundation. It was a shaky sense of stability, which would make sense why, if Cancer, you've been in your hermit shell, you know, being your little Cancerian self being like, you know what, tell me when it's okay to come out. Like, there's nothing I can do here, so I'm just gonna retract into my hermit crab shell and y'all figure it out. And that's sometimes the best thing. If you relate to that at all, some of you guys are totally not relating to that, but if you relate to that, then sometimes that is the thing to do. Magician. So I love this. So breaking through a constricting thought around maybe an ideal, and now becoming the magician, now becoming the manifestor. Now this is inspiring. Now it's like, okay, I can work with this. This is the hermit crab coming out and being like, okay, now I can get to work. Now I know what I need to do. For any of you guys who have felt kind of constricted by your thoughts and not feeling your intuition enough, you're calling it. You're calling it accurately. And we have the High Priestess in reverse here. Something has, most likely an event or like your emotional environment has kind of thrown you off from your intuition, and from that, you don't realize it until you don't have it, right? You don't realize how strong you are led by intuition and just that knowing until something kind of throws you out of alignment with it, and then you're just kind of drifting, or you feel emotionally up and down, or you're feeling cloudy. You know, it's different for everybody. I feel like a lot of you guys are almost waiting on a family member or somebody you really care about to know that they're okay, and you're not going to be okay until they're okay, and you can't change that. Damn it. Don't you wish that you could? Don't you wish you could just take your emotions or your worries and place them over here and then go along in your life? And you're not going to do that because you're a Cancer. But I think you're worried about one individual. Some of you guys have been experiencing what they're experiencing, and you want to make everything okay. Empress. You know, we go from the Five of Pentacles to the Empress. This is total scarcity, the sense of scarcity, to total abundance. And we have a nurturing energy here coming through. We have two energies, one coming towards the other really carefully, really slowly. And then I think they're being received. They're being received better than they expect. And it's going to be absolute nurturing as soon as that energy is received, and then things are okay. They're back into alignment. The Empress card comes out talking about abundance, talking about, okay, we're back on track. This can grow as well. I feel that I'm talking to a lot of you guys about an experience that's personal to you, that you might be still going through when you read this. We have Ace of Pentacles for the second time in your reading. Everything hinges on a communication that's coming through. And this is about commitment to our belief systems. The Hierophant can talk about marriages. It can talk about our commitments to our spiritual selves as well. But you have this Ace of Pentacles, a gift coming towards you. And we have an energy coming towards you. And it's coming back into alignment. You know, it started with this healing energy, clarifying maybe an argument you had, or a sense of an exhausting time. It's lived its lifespan. You know, if this was an argument, or if this is two people being stubborn, two people going through an event with one another but not seeing eye to eye or connecting over it. If it's about you getting out of alignment with your High Priestess intuition energy, either way you're getting back into alignment with clarity, a communication that changes everything, and this Ace of Pentacles, which is a gift. I love that. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Sending you off with love and light. Take good care.